Entertaining can be fun and easy. You don't want to spend all your time in the kitchen, you want to spend it with your guests. Like today where we're spending it on a boat in the Vancouver Harbor. So let's get cooking.
Don't forget me, guys.
So here we are with my good friend Adam Golden, where we're going to be making 3 simple hors d'oeuvre recipes for some of your guests and my guests on the boat.
That's right, Chef D. So what are we cooking?
First of all, it's going to be a tuna, guacamole, and pear tortilla roll. Secondly, it's going to be a smoked oyster pineapple mango salsa, and we're going to serve it on a Belgian endive leaf. Thirdly, we're going to do a salmon roasted pepper hummus served on naan bread. What we're going to do is just add a little bit of thinly sliced cucumber, so it's a really light, refreshing hors d'oeuvre. So I've opened up 2 tins of the Gozio Chunk Light tuna packed in water, and what we're going to do is just taking a pepper.
Yeah, you got to show me how to cut this again because I'm all thumbs.
No problem. So you want to tuck your thumb behind and let the knife do all the work. So it's nice and thin, and they're really pretty. I don't know if there's no other word that I can describe it. It's just nice and pretty. So there you go.
Gorgeous.
So do you want to try the next one?
Is that as lovely as yours?
I think so.
I think so too.
We're just going to take the pear. I'm just going to cut the bottom off. This is just a little safety. It's not going to move now. If you see, it just moves too easily.
Yeah, I've seen you cut onions that way and mangoes that way. That actually saves me a lot of time in the kitchen now.
And again, we're just going to quickly julienne it.
Now, how long can you make this before you eat it?
You can make it 3 hours before. So we can make this at lunchtime if you're going to serve it later in the day, or if we're going out later at night, you can make it like 5 o'clock and you're good to go.
So what you're telling me is we could have made this a few hours ago?
We're going to put the tuna in the bowl. If you want to put the guacamole, the whole bowl, all of it in there.
All of it, the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Okay.
Then you're just going to mix it all together.
Gotcha.
And the great thing about this is that there's no mayonnaise. There's no heavy. It's light. It's refreshing. It's healthy.
Yeah. Everybody only mixes it with mayonnaise.
Yes, exactly.
Tuna's a lot more versatile than just mayonnaise, isn't it?
You're so right. You're so right. So now I'm going to give you your vegetables and your fruit. I'm not putting a lot of salt and pepper. You'll notice that in this because we got the heat from the guacamole. We got the little bit of salt from the tuna. So you don't need any more than that.
No. We're trying to remove salt from our diet as Canadians, right?
Exactly.
You just have to be more creative to get the flavors.
Exactly. So I'm just going to take the juice of 1 lime. There we go. So there's 2 different ways you can do this. I just bring the wrap over on one side, over on the other, and then tuck the corner in just like you're wrapping a present. The other thing you can do is putting it right at the edge. So then we can just roll it like so. Nice and tight. And then that way, it's more of a spiral.
Yep.
And what you're going to do this time is that we're going to cut the ends off. That's a piece that has nothing to it.
Let's see what that looks like as a spiral.
Sure. So then we're going to cut it in the middle. And there you go. See how great that looks? You got all the different color going there. And away we go. Now we're going to put it on the plate. And we're going to refrigerate this for about a half an hour. The great thing that's going to happen is some of that guacamole, the moisture is going to go into the tortilla. With the starch from the tortilla and that moisture, it's going to seal it. It's like an envelope. So now we'll go on to our next dish.
All right, Chef T, what's next?
So we're going to make a smoked oyster with a pineapple, mango, and red pepper salsa. Now the great thing about this, again, is you can do all the prep work earlier in the day. So I have it all chopped up and ready to go. So
now you're thinking.
Okay, so can you put half of the red pepper in the bowl for me, please? Okay. And can we do the same for the pineapple and the mango? Now you want to try and find mangoes that are semi-ripe, because you're going to add a little bit of acid to it, so it's going to start...
How do you choose a mango?
You're going to touch and feel the mango. And when it starts feeling a little soft, that's perfect. With the pineapple, you just kind of want to smell it. It smells sweet. You know it's ready to go.
Gotcha.
So now we're going to put in some smoked oysters.
All right. Any olive oil?
No olive oil, because the oysters are packed in oil, so we don't need to add any more. I'm going to chop up a little bit of cilantro. I'm not a big fan of cilantro, so we're just going to add just a little bit. So I'm just going to chop it up.
Why aren't you a fan of cilantro?
The thing is with cilantro is it's a big herb. It's like basil, it's like rosemary. Yeah. You don't want to taste all just cilantro. You want to taste the pineapple, you want to taste the oysters, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying just cut it back just a little bit.
You don't want to overpower.
Exactly. And then finally, we're going to take our lemon. Again, just grab the juice from it. If you just want to grate some black pepper in it.
Sure.
And just a touch of salt. Perfect. So the great thing about this now is we're going to mix it together and then we're going to put it in the refrigerator. And you know there's a tendency going on here.
Yeah.
And then we can put it on Belgian endive leaves.
Belgian and what?
This is a Belgian endive.
Where do you get those?
You can get them at any produce store. Any major chain has them. I bought some today at the grocery store, and there's lots.
Any particular reason we're using those?
I'm going to show you. So we're just going to take a little bit of the salsa.
Sure.
And now we're going to put it in the leaf. So the great thing about this, Adam, is we don't need any utensils. So you can just take the leaf and away you go. Nice, light, refreshing.
Unreal.
So we'll put this in the refrigerator, and then when we get to the boat, we'll put it all on the leaves.
Perfect.
For the last hors d'oeuvre, it's going to be a salmon, roasted pepper hummus, and we're just going to add just a little bit to the hummus to make it that much better. But the great thing about this
A little bit of what?
we're going to add a little bit of love.
Oh.
We're going to add a little bit of love. So what you're going to do is you're going to add a little bit of the salmon into the bowl, a little bit of finely diced celery and red pepper,
Yep.
and finally the hummus. And you're going to put all that in. It's about a cup. Now again, it's one of those things where we've made the hummus the day before because you want all that flavor to come together. You just don't want it to be all garlic. We're going to spread that on our fresh cucumbers, and we're going to put that all on a naan bread. And we're going to cut it and serve it right on the boat.
Sounds good.
So we're going to get back into it again and back into the cooking mode. Take a little bit of the edge off.
You want a beer for that?
That's later. You can't
Okay,
drink.
I'm sorry. You can't drink and cook?
No, well, I can,
Come
but you
on.
know, the producer doesn't like it. So now we're going to just place them on the plate. I'm just going to move the orange to the outside, and we're going to put the white in the middle. And then that way I'll just look nice and pretty, because we always eat with our eyes.
These look fantastic, Chef T.
And the great thing about this is that, you know, you can pull somebody aside to help you. It's not just you doing it. You know, bring in a friend, because everybody likes helping the chef cook.
Absolutely. That's what I'm here for.
And now, remember when I was telling you about the endive? Peel the leaves off just like so. They're really bitter by themselves. The mango and pineapple salsa is a little bit sweeter. It goes well with the bitter and sweet. Our guests are going to absolutely freak when they see this.
And how easy was this? Chop a few vegetables, a mango, and oysters, good to go.
That's just the thing of beauty. Perfect. We'll just put this up over here. We've gotten some great naan bread from a little Indian bakery. I've already sliced up my English cucumber, and I'm just going to lay it all the way across. And the great thing about this is it doesn't have to be perfect. You just grab it and just smooth it down. So we're just going to cut it straight down the middle. Now this is where I'm going to wipe it off each time, so then you have a nice clean cut. See, that way it's nice and clean. You're not getting any of the hummus on any of the other part of it. Finally, there we go. And then what I'm going to do is we're just going to place it on just a little bit of overlap, kind of make it a little funky, because you got all different cuts going on here, right?
Sure.
And with a black backdrop, it just looks absolutely fantastic. You can try this one right here.
All right. Oh, this is gonna be good.
What do you think? You know,
Fabulous.
You get a little bit of the salmon, and it's not too garlicky. It just kind of comes all together.
Perfect. I think I've said that about everything we've made today. Everything's been delicious.
Adam, I think it's time that we take this out and make a lot of people happy.
Agreed.
So Adam, we want to start at the top. We want to start with Captain Brian here, make sure that he gets looked after, and then we'll take it around to everybody else.
It's only fair.
Oh, that is very nice. Very nice.
Some stresses can be self-induced. Cooking with fresh ingredients does not need to be one of those. Tonight we showed you 3 easy, simple recipes, and now we have the 3 F's: fun, friends, and fireworks. Here's to great eating, because you're worth it.